Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Applife Digital Solutions YouTube channel. We're, of course, sitting here once again with Matt. We wanted to go through a recent announcement, but first, we also want to dive into some of the intricacies of the business. But first off, Matthew, how are you doing?
I'm very well today. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well myself. So kick us off and tell us what's going on with Office Hop.
Office Hop is our sharing office, small meeting room, and conference room rental platform.
Mhm.
I've described it in the past as sort of an Airbnb for office space and meeting rooms, and that's that's the basic elevator pitch on what it is. It allows a host to list their empty office space that they have in their office. Maybe a law firm has 6 or 7 private offices, or they only have 4 or 5 attorneys using them, or they have some conference rooms or meeting rooms that are empty, or maybe even a shared office space or a cubicle. It allows them to go list that. And
Mhm.
then it allows a user to search those properties by city, by size, by type of office available. And they can make a rental either short term or long term. They can do it by the hour, by the day. They could choose multiple weeks. They can connect directly and message with the host, and they can set up any questions. The host gets to list the amenities of the property, um, where things like Wi-Fi or a whiteboard or a projector or a copy or fax machine with coffee or water or vending machines or anything like that that you would have typical amenities in an office. Um, and we've been working on the project for many, many months, and we finally entered. I'm calling it a soft beta. It's out there right now, and we are our friends and family and a few unspecified users and testers are out there playing with it and using it, and it'll be in a full beta, in the next week to 10 days or so. But it's working and it's operating the way it's supposed to, and we're really excited about it. It has a lot of potential. It fits right into today's market with things that are going on, especially with COVID and people working from home. As they're getting back into the swing of things, people are realizing, hey, I didn't need to be in an office full time. Maybe I only need something one day a week, or I need a meeting room for a sales meeting, or I need a private office in the city that I'm traveling to, but I don't need something full time. Or I need something bigger for a sales pitch to a group of 500 people. So I need something at a hotel, like a convention room or something. Let's see what's available. I only have to go look at one spot, go to officehop.com, and I could search that city and I could see multiple spaces at different venues. And it also offers a really unique an option for restaurants that have that empty room in the middle of the day in the back, that private room. They can offer a lunch meeting where 10 people, and they can list their menu and they can give a pre-fee menu, and let's say offer something like $35 a head, and for 10 people $350. You get the room from 11 to 1:30 or 2. They determine the hours and they determine their own price. They set their own menu, they put it in there, and the sales meeting that's going to have a lunch meeting, they'll see the menu, and maybe it's super salad and pasta or burger, and coffee, tea, and soft drink, and they can go in and in one shot they pay for it. They could tell everybody this is where we're meeting on Friday, and they can have their lunch meeting. And it also has some creative spaces for photo shoots and fashion stuff and things like that. We're really excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like kind of a professional Airbnb, as you had previously described, but also it plays perfectly into this kind of now COVID world that we live in, where office space isn't something that people need all the time, and it can really help fulfill some of those needs. So,
Yeah.
Matthew, I want to shift gears just a little bit, and people kind of wonder, like, okay, so you're based in China, and some of the team is based in China, but you're a U.S. company. Can you kind of walk through the intricacies of that a little bit?
Okay, yeah, like you said, I'm in China. I'm in Shanghai, and I'm overseeing basically the tech team and the operations of the tech team here. But the company is a U.S. company, and the bulk of our operations take place in the U.S. Our legal and our CFO and our project director, and all of our projects are typically U.S. North America based
Mhm.
projects. So we're not generating revenue from stuff going on in China. We're generating revenue and looking to generate more revenue from projects that we're releasing selling things to US citizens, Canada. And with Office Hop, it's sort of a global, people flying in from around the world. Maybe someone going to London or someone coming to New York, they need a space for short term. So the company itself, 90% of it operates in the US.
Mhm.
All of our SEC filings, all of our SEC counsel, that's all handled with the people in the US. Myself excluded, I'm overseeing pretty much the tech and the development and the coders and project manager here.
So can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of having your tech team based out of China? Is like, I know China's pretty well known for innovation at this point, correct?
Sure. Okay. So people ask me this a lot: is are the coders better? I would say yes. I mean, simply put, it's very hard to say, better or worse using
Mhm.
that as a measurement. But the thing is about China is that it was so used to being a closed off society for so many years that they operate within their own bubble. And so now, even though China is a much more open society and they're operating internationally with business, certain aspects of the way they operate are, they've been trained to sort of to operate within that bubble still. And with tech and coders and groups like that, what happens is they say, okay, we're starting from a place, a tech team in Silicon Valley has developed this new, kind of project with new software, and the tech team here would start at that level,
Mhm.
whereas other coders and developers in other places would try and still start to build from the ground up.
Right.
China's learned to move very quickly because of that. And it's considered the right way to do business here, right? They're not stealing code,
Yeah.
but they look at how somebody achieved what they've already achieved, and they say, okay, how can we improve on that? What can we do differently to make that work better for us?
Mm.
And they move at a much faster pace. So the tech team here is very eager, they're very quick, and they're very well educated. So when you put all that together, and they have a very strong, hard work ethic in China. You put all that together, you put a bunch of developers in a room, they get things done fast, they get things done efficiently, cost effectively, and it made absolute sense for me to use the tech team here when we started developing projects. And I'm getting things done at a third to, third, maybe a little bit more of the cost that it would take to get it done by the same quality of developers in the US.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of benefits there. That's things that people might not understand when it comes to cultural differences between the two. And it does make sense not to start from absolute scratch every time. I mean, we
Right,
don't really do that with anything in the world, right? We definitely build upon what other people have previously built and we innovate from there. So that makes
right.
perfect sense, Matt. Matt, do you have any last words for people? Anything people should be looking forward to, say, over the next month or so?
We have a lot of projects that we're in development on in-house, and we have several that we're looking at in terms of investment, merger, acquisition projects. In terms of our in-house projects, we have a couple things that we're excited about that we're going to start. We've been outlining and setting up, pre-coding and pre-development boards on things like our drinks project, which is a way to buy a drink ticket to bars and restaurants in any city in the world. And so I could say, if I wanted to send you a cocktail for your birthday, you get an email or and with a link to download the app, and then you'd be able to pick the city that you're in and look at the bars and restaurants that are available, and you'd go in and show the bartender your drinks ticket, and
Huh.
you'd be able to get your cocktail from me, prepaid by me. So that's an interesting project. We're really excited about that one as well. We've begun laying out the outline for it. The coders have started working on it. Has a lot of features, a lot of many revenue streams. We also have a project that we're looking at possibly doing in China, which is a medical for pregnant women and the first few years of pediatric care with doctors, like a doctor direct, we're calling it in our development stage, where they'll be able to, through an app, have contact with a doctor from the time they're going through the pregnancy, through birth, And then for the first few years of the child's care, a mother, something goes wrong with the baby, a 2-year-old, they typically pick the baby up and run to the hospital.
Yeah.
You'll be able to open an app and ask questions and have video conferences and get recommendations and stuff like that. And then we have a couple of acquisition targets that we're looking at, and a couple of investment opportunities. One of our projects that we invested in, the Global Hemp Service, is almost ready to launch. We expect them to launch their e-commerce platform sometime in the next, I'd say 30 days. It'll be live and operating, and they sell hemp building materials and hemp textiles in large quantities. And we own a minority position of that now, but that will, as they generate more revenue, we have the right to take on more of that equity, and we'll be in a controlling majority position probably in the next 4 to 6 months on that one as well.
All right, Matthew, it sounds like you got a lot of interesting things coming. And guys, I promise we'll keep you updated on those as they come along the wire. But for now, if you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to send them over to us and we'll happily answer them for you. But as I had said, stay tuned and we'll be back again soon. Matthew, thank you for your time.
Thanks so much. Thank you.